Meet Cheng Qianma, a top-tier gamer who lost at the worst possible moment, and now wakes up in a world that looks suspiciously like the game that ruined his win streak. The story starts in a classroom. Cheng Qianma opens his eyes, confused. Where is this? Suddenly, memories flood in. This planet is called Blue Star. Pretty normal, except 100 years ago, monsters showed up and caused massive destruction. Millions died, but humans adapted. Now, people can awaken unique talents and change professions through an awakening trial. Pass it, and you can fight monsters. Fail it, and you're basically an NPC. Then it clicks. This world feels exactly like the game he used to dominate, Genesis. And not casually dominate. He beat everyone. He was one step away from becoming the greatest player of all time, until the final boss spammed endless minions. Because of skill cooldowns and damage limits, he lost. While he's thinking about that, his friend Li Hong taps him with a worried face. Cheng Qianma grabs him and says, "I didn't expect you to cross over too." Li Hong is shocked. From his perspective, his friend just went insane. He starts worrying about tomorrow's Awakening Talent Assessment. They have to touch the Awakening Stone in the Novice Realm to unlock their abilities. He begs Cheng Qianma to help him. Not aiming high, just enough to satisfy his dad. Cheng Qianma agrees, but thinks to himself, games are games, and reality is reality. Even if his skills are intact, he's not sure how much this world follows Genesis rules. So he decides to test it. He heads to the Secret Realm training area. People are gathered outside, some discussing strategies, others clearly terrified. Cheng Qianma walks in anyway. A bright flash hits his eyes. When his vision clears, he sees it. The newbie village from Genesis. A perfect replica. Then a system window appears. Synchronization begins. When it completes, he unlocks a transformation system. It allows him to turn 2 active skills into 1 passive skill. And that's when he realizes, this is broken. In the game, 99% of skills are active. They have cooldowns and limits. But passive skills? Always active. No cooldown. They just trigger under certain conditions. And as your level increases, the trigger rate increases too. That's why they're insanely rare. In his previous life, becoming a god was impossible because of cooldown restrictions. But now, that limitation is gone. So he tests it. He converts Wave Slash into a passive skill. Now, every time he attacks, there's a 30% chance it activates. When it does, it becomes a sword energy attack, deals 1.5x damage, and makes him invincible for 0.2 seconds. Totally balanced, obviously. He swings his sword, smiling. Then suddenly, a level 3 Minotaur appears and charges at him. He attacks first, triggering the skill and blasting the monster away. But it gets up without a scratch. Now it starts attacking seriously. Cheng Qianma barely dodges because he's still level 1. Then a killing blow comes from above. He tries to block. The axe shatters his sword. But at that exact moment, the passive triggers. He becomes invincible for 0.2 seconds. That's all he needs. With the damage boost, he attacks with full force and destroys the Minotaur. He looks at what he just did and makes a decision to make up for his past regrets and ascend to godhood. He continues deeper into the realm, fighting mantis monsters and other creatures, leaving bodies everywhere. After hours of fighting, he looks at his half-broken, worn-out sword. This wasn't random. He was training, regaining his previous combat experience. Now he can select a second skill to transform. He thinks, in the early stages, beginners die because their attack power is too low and their cooldowns are too long. He selects Weapon Switch and turns it into a passive skill. Weapon Switch, passive, LV1. Within 30 seconds of activation, weapon switching cooldown is reduced by 30%. A purple aura appears around him. He checks his inventory, filled with multiple beginner weapons. Now he can switch weapons quickly during combat. He smiles. The core issue of cooldown is solved. Early stage combat now feels like using a cheat code. Satisfied, he exits the secret realm. Everything is ready for the assessment. The next day, a stadium is filled with students and spectators. Everyone is discussing the exam. Li Hong runs up and shouts, "This soldier is ready to heed your orders. I used the power of money to get the map." Cheng Qianma immediately tells him to keep his voice down. The map is Flame Fissure, a realm with monsters from level 3 to 10. Cheng Qianma asks Li Hong the highest level elite monster he can solo. He says maybe level 5 if he goes all out. Cheng Qianma is disappointed and thinks he might need a backup plan. Then a rich student, Mao Feng, interrupts them and mocks Li Hong, telling him to give up to avoid embarrassing his father. Li Hong gets angry and starts arguing, but Cheng Qianma stops him. Mao Feng smirks and says, "Li Hong, your classmate Cheng Qianma is more sensible. He knows you're a sore loser." Cheng Qianma responds by kicking Mao Feng's feet, dropping him to the ground. Then calmly says, "No need to apologize so formally. Mao Feng gets furious and tries to punch him, but Cheng Qianma blocks it easily. Then he makes a bet. Li Hong's score will be higher than Mao Feng's. Mao Feng raises the stakes. The loser has to run naked around the playground, shouting the winner's dad's name. Cheng Qianma accepts instantly. The surrounding students think they're insane. Li Hong, on the other hand, is terrified. He starts doubting himself. I can't do this. He nearly collapses. Cheng Qianma picks him up and gives him a plan. Whatever he says works. Li Hong regains confidence. Right then, Director Zhang Lei announces the start of the assessment. Students begin entering the teleportation portal one by one. Li Hong goes in confidently. Then Cheng Qianma steps in. The environment changes instantly. Lava. Burning rocks. Cheng Qianma looks calm. He's been here before. Suddenly, 2 flame blade devotees attack him. He backs off, only to realize he's surrounded by 5 monsters. He pulls out a weapon, but quickly realizes these monsters are stronger than the training ones. A 1v5 fight at level 1 is not easy. Then a system message appears. His massive operational experience is being converted into instinctive body movements. Cheng Qianma is surprised. His body feels different, faster, sharper. A monster attacks from his blind spot, but he dodges instinctively. He jumps onto a rock, then drops down and kicks a monster in the face. Now his movements feel just like his previous life in the game. Smooth and precise. He taunts the monsters to attack together. They charge in rage. He dodges and begins positioning them, slowly lining them up. Once they're in a straight line, he uses slide tackle, turns back, and attacks, triggering passive wave / multiple times. In one clean sequence, all 5 monsters fall. That single move pushes him to level 2, then level 3. He gains 8 attribute points. He pauses. This is much more interesting than the game. Outside, the ranking board updates. Cheng Qianma's name jumps straight to rank 1. Everyone is shocked. Leveling up twice in just 5 minutes? Even Director Zhang Lei is surprised. He stares at the ranking board, at the name sitting at the top, Cheng Qianma. And for the first time, he starts to wonder just how many more surprises this student is hiding. And while everyone is still focused on the ranking board, Cheng Qianma moves deeper into the flame fissure. He spots a group of shadow mages and pauses. He remembers something. Back in the game, these guys had a bug, the kind you don't report, you exploit. He pulls out a grappling hook gun, gets into a high position, and throws a dart at one of them. Hit. The shadow mages enter combat and start firing shadow arrows everywhere. But Cheng Qianma is already hidden. They lose sight of him and return to default state. Step 1 success. He then kills the summoned hounds, forcing the mages to summon more. And now the bug begins. Because of switching attack patterns, they start summoning endlessly, no cooldown, no limit. Infinite hounds. And as long as he kills the mages later, he gets all the experience from every summoned hound. Completely broken. Cheng Qianma smiles, lies down, and waits. Hours pass. 8 hours later, outside, his name disappears from the ranking board. Luo Yongjing reaches level 10 and becomes a firearm master. Sun Ku becomes a swordsman. Everyone progresses, except Cheng Qianma. His rank drops all the way to 659, last place. People start mocking him. The director grows concerned. Only 4 hours remain. Then suddenly, the ranking board moves. Fast. His name shoots up, climbing past everyone. The entire stadium is stunned. 1 minute earlier, inside the realm, Cheng Qianma wakes up and looks down at a massive army of hounds. Exactly as planned. He pulls out a Gatling gun, smiling at the levels he's about to gain, and starts firing. One by one, the shadow mages fall. The moment the last mage dies, the entire army of hounds disappears, converted into experience. All at once, Cheng Qianma starts leveling up rapidly, and along with him, his passive skills level up too. He pauses. If this keeps going, will passive skills reach 100% trigger rate? Outside, the ranking board stabilizes. At the very top, Cheng Qianma, level 13, the only one. The entire stadium is shocked. The same teachers who ignored him before now proudly claim him. Director Zhang Lei scolds them for not reporting such a genius earlier. Inside, Cheng Qianma chooses his profession. Without hesitation, Vagrant. A class with no advancement, but no restrictions. It can use any equipment, any combination, adapt freely. For him, it's perfect. The moment he confirms it, a hidden class unlocks. Spellbinder. And instantly, the result appears on the board. Vagrant. Silence. Then disappointment. Students shake their heads. Even the director is angry, calling it a waste and scolding the teacher again. A student asks if it's really that bad. Another explains, strong early because of flexibility, but later it falls off badly due to lack of growth and low damage. Inside, Cheng Qianma already knows. His passive system fixes the damage issue. Combined with his past experience, he can push this class to its peak. He checks Spellbinder. He can't learn skills from academies, only boss drops. But he gains extra stat points every level, and all dungeons are automatically set to highest difficulty with bonus rewards. Cheng Qianma smiles. Perfect. Because he already knows every dungeon from the game. He allocates his points into attack speed and strength. Now his movements become so fast that monsters don't even realize they've been killed. After clearing them, a special item drops, the Book of Demons. He picks it up and recognizes it as part of a hidden mission. Instead of rushing the boss, he gathers all required items. Time passes. Only 1 hour remains. At the final stage, all students face the boss, Zalin. Defeat it and touch the Awakening Stone to pass. A wounded student charges in. Zalin activates its skill, continuous damage with a weakening curse. The student coughs blood, collapses, and is finished off by a minion before getting ejected. Then Cheng Qianma arrives, calm, mission complete. As he steps forward, the 2 minions charge. Zalin begins casting. Cheng Qianma stands still, then suddenly appears behind them. You're fast, but not faster than me. He kicks both to the ground and charges the boss mid-cast. A full-force strike sends it flying. He pulls out a Gatling gun and unloads until it's empty. The minions attack again. He switches to a spear and breaks their ankles in one move. They drop. He walks toward the boss, barely alive, and with a single strike, takes its head.